What's up? What is up? Hey, mic check. Mic check. It's got an echo. Doing good? Awesome. Awesome. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Doing good? Layout's a little bit different. We're trying some stuff. Trying to get it figured out. Gotta have it ready for season drop. Oh, Meligator coming in early with the subs. D-Man gifting the subs. Generosity is off the chart. Generosity off the chart. How'd the stream go, D-Man? How'd it go? Did it go all right earlier? An alter echo. That's terrible, Manny. I love it, but it's terrible. I love it, but it's terrible. Oh, here comes Meligator. Gifting another sub for the dogs. That's right. Ryan, you lost the sub. So Twitch lets the subs use the custom emotes. So and yeah, you can use the custom emotes, I believe, on any Twitch channel, right? You can use the emotes on any Twitch channel. So yeah, that's what happened, Ryan. Lost the sub. That's right. So, do you remember? I think it was 2 streams ago. Josh, who's in the chat, won a giveaway, right? And I think it was for your choice of a Gridiron 100. Josh, was it choice or was it like a punter or something? Kick returner. Meligator gifting another one. And anyhow, I'll have to go back and check the logs real quick. But that was the night that Josh didn't go out. And so the question we put to chat was, do we re-roll Josh's sub or Josh's giveaway win, or do we not? And we had a good long conversation about treating other people nice, right? Being friendly with each other, having a good time, all that stuff. So it turns out, ironically enough, without knowing any of this stuff, that Josh asked us to re-roll it. So, kindness, not taking that. Hype train is going now. Left the station. So Josh, without knowing any of that, asked me to re-roll it, which means your kindness, level 3 already. That is awesome. Your kindness begets a benefit upon everybody else here. So, we're losing frames again. That bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Because I tried to shift some stuff around to not do that. I gotta see what's eating up those resources. Regardless, we've got an early bird to do, right? We've got an early bird to do. So, we are going to have a giveaway. I believe it was your choice of a Gridiron 100, right? Keyword is going to be Josh. Josh. Pop that into chat. Josh. Pop that into chat. Do it quick, because we're not going to be here on the early bird forever. Because at some point it just becomes a bird, right? Hype train is rolling now. Hype train is rolling now. So we're going to give away 100 overall choice of the Gridiron players. courtesy of Josh. Look at the cheer coming in. Music Maniac, SP Bonda, Speed Hydra with a bunch of cheer. D-Man, Meligator with the gifted subs, D-Man with the big gifted subs. That is awesome. All right. Cheer continues. All right, so yeah, is Lita here? Oh no, Lita's here. Watch your giveaways, watch your prizes. Lita's here to snatch all of them. Did y'all hear what Lita did? So we had the gameplay reveal on Thursday, and we're giving away 2 million training points. So Lita comes in here, wins it, 2 million training points. Boom. Turns around, runs over to Noob Stream that started, I think, 30 minutes after mine did. And Nick was over there. Noob was giving away 2 million training points. Lita rolls in that giveaway too. Double the same night. Now, he had to toss one of them back. But the double win was incredible. That's right. Legend is right. And I know it's his username is Lita MM, but I gotta be honest, we always joke about it, but that night it really was French for the damn, because that was an incredible streak, right? That was an incredible streak. All right, y'all ready to roll this bird? Keyword is Josh, Josh. Josh. Make sure you pop that into chat. Get it one more time, and let's roll this thing. Let's go ahead and roll it in 3, 2, 1. Juuh, Juuh, 9875. Pop into chat. Let us know which one of the gridiron players. Most likely, or most importantly, let Josh know who you're taking. How's the stream quality? There he is. Let me shoot you a whisper real quick. Let everybody know who you're taking. Whisper is out. Hype train is rolling. 18 seconds left. Straws in the chat. That's right. Straws in the chat for Josh too. The stream's good. Okay, it's doing a weird thing. It's doing a weird thing where it periodically is spiking and the frames are dropping off, which is not great. Honestly, it's not great. I checked the internet. Internet's solid. I tried to reallocate some resources on the computer. Awesome. Thanks everybody for the hype train. That was incredible. That was awesome. So, we're getting content coming out now, right? We're getting content coming out. What's everybody like so far? Anything that jumped out to people? Either new plays that have gotten put in on your scheme? What do we like? What do we like? So, was halfback base being in every playbook a glitch? I don't know if it was a glitch. What I think happened, and this is just my guess, is that the coach that we had at that time had halfback base, but it wasn't marked as a coach play. So I think it's just something that, again, everything is still in development, work in progress, subject to change. Big disclaimer, we'll continue to have it. My guess is that's probably not going to hit the final build once that gets released. I think it was just something weird and odd on the back end. What is Michael Gallup? I don't know. I mean, if I have that card, I can look and see, but absent that, I mean, it's not like there's information out there where we can go look that up. The Music Maniac was happy with Smash Mouth. Hey, Anonymous gifted a sub to C-Shay. Thanks, Anonymous. You love the wild card scheme? I do too. Will the beta people get reset before the actual... I don't know. I have no idea. I have no control over that. What's the wild card scheme? And is the Lamar scheme select? I can open a pack. All right. I mean, it sounds like y'all want to just jump into it, right? All right. Let's jump into it. All right. Things up? Things good? So, that was the first thing, right? That was the first thing. So, let's look at schemes. That got popped in a little earlier, right? And again, work in progress, subject to change. But there is wild card. So I'm looking at it. I can select it. You can't. I don't think you can do that. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't let you select it. What I think it is, and this is just me guessing. If you look around the outside, it's got all 4 of the schemes there. So what I think it probably is like, you know, in the current build, right? You've got scheme select cards where you pick a scheme, and you know, you may like get a master and it opens up and you can pick like one of the 4, and there's a vertical and spread and smash mouth and West Coast. What I think it could be is essentially it counts for each one of the schemes. And so, you know, we can go back and look at the team real quick, right? So you've got this Lamar Jackson here. So let's put in Kyle Allen. We've got 4 of the vertical players on the team, right? And so I'm thinking if this goes to 5, it doesn't. So, I mean, my thought was that it's going to apply for everything. I mean, clearly it doesn't there. It just got put in. Maybe there's still more stuff that has to get put in. My early guess is that it's something maybe, I mean, it looks like where it could be everything. I don't think it's going to be a standalone scheme. Like, I don't think it's going to be a standalone scheme. But that's my guess. I could be completely wrong on it. We'll have to see. But that Lamar card, and I wonder, because that changed over, I wonder if that card isn't still just showing up as a spread. Do we know who has the highest overall player? I don't think we do. Yeah, and it's to not worry about scheme fit for players. Maybe you choose which scheme playbook to use. Well, I mean, that's really my guess. Is essentially it counts as one of those bonuses for no matter how many you put in. And again, it's just a guess. Like, it just showed up out of the blue. Again, it's still a work in progress, so it was completely new to me. Mixed playbook and lower bonuses. I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe there's a whole new playbook in there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just completely guessing. Can't wait for reset. I mean, I'm kind of excited. Any potential budget beast cards, skill positions that you know of so far? I mean, it really just sort of depends on what's out there, and it's difficult to talk rosters, right? Because who knows, one, if the cards are even going to be the same at launch. You don't know that, right? I mean, typically what you end up seeing in terms of budget beasts are maybe like John Ross, where you get someone with ridiculous speed, but maybe not a lot of other stuff. Tyreek Hill might be. It's not so much a budget beast. I'm guessing he'll probably have an elite card. Again, just guess. But so the problem with trying to guess on this stuff, though, is that not only one is it subject to change, but two, you don't know. Like, I don't know what players are in there except for what's on my roster and what I've pulled, right? It's not like there's a viable auction house right now. It's not like it's not like there's a whole listing of players somewhere, so you really don't know. How many scheme players do you need? I believe that remains unchanged, right? I mean, it's still at 8. And quite honestly, if you're not worried about overdrive, it's at 7, right? Because that last one, your overdrive means you're 2 seconds faster. Like, that doesn't matter, only for overdrive. And again, subject to change. The Falcons jerseys. Let's see. There you go. There's your Falcons jerseys. I mean, I don't have alternate uniforms. Like I said, I've got mine. That's it. Bucks, you want to see the Bucks jersey? I mean, I'm guessing it's probably just the same. Again, like I haven't seen anything else in there besides home and away. I mean, it literally says home and away. Right? Actually, it says dark and light. There you go. Buccaneers home. And we'll wait for Buccaneers light to show up. Oh, I wonder if I'm on the slow Wi-Fi. I may have to go pop that off and change it. Let me go do that real quick. Let me change that. Let's see. Oh, I was. It's on the wrong Wi-Fi. It's on the Wi-Fi all the way upstairs. Let's change that. Hopefully it works. There we go. Alright, let's get back into the game. Oops, that's the wrong one. Chargers and the Rams. No, the Wi-Fi's fine. I was just on the wrong Wi-Fi. I mean, that was the issue, right? Like, that was the issue. I'm just on the one that was further away. Alright, oops, that's news. Let me see if I can pull this one back. Still trying to navigate this stuff. Phone capture. Here we go. Alright, it was what? Rams and Chargers, right? So here's Chargers. There's the home. The powder blues were always my favorite. They used to rock those as an alternate. But those were always my favorite. And there's the light ones. Oops. Gotta go back. Sorry. New menu. What was the other one we wanted to see? Chargers and Rams was the other one, right? Ooh, got the new logo in there. Do the Patriots uniforms, did those change too? So there's the home, blue on blue. The gradient numbers. There's the away. Grays are kind of sharp, not going to lie. Not going to lie, those grays are kind of sharp. Are there any purple jerseys? Nope. I mean, I'm guessing, like I said, I'm guessing if you want purple, you got to become a Vikes fan. Or at least tolerate their jerseys. Right? Even if you're not a fan. Unless some other team's going to change their color real quick. Alright. Patriots home. There you go. The jerseys look sharp. They did a good job with them. And there's the aways. The blue pants, right? Washington. I'll be honest. I'm not even sure. The build has been updated to reflect all those changes. I would assume it would have to come in, right? Oh, it has. Look at that. Look at that. Look how quick. And the logo's gone. Look at that. They are quick. They are quick. I haven't shown the Seahawks yet. Anything else anybody wanted to see? Hey, who cheered? Epic Normie, thanks for the cheer. All right. What other uniforms people want to see? Oops, that's the wrong one. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Change the team. Vikings and Dolphins and Panthers. Our front office points in I don't know. I don't think so. But I think there's something similar. We can kind of look at that a little bit. Again, like I'm assuming all this stuff is still getting built out. So like it's probably not something you want to stake too much reliance on until the game actually drops, right? So Dolphins was one people wanted to see. Let's look at it. I mean, were there any big changes to the Dolphins uniform? There weren't, were there? Dolphins looked the same. Who else was it? Panthers? Seahawks. Panthers and Seahawks. Just do them all like that. It sounds like that's what we're getting at, right? So there's the Panthers, the black jerseys. And then the Seahawks. Vikings, Saints, and Broncos. All right, where are we at? Seahawks. There you go. No real changes there, right? I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if people are, like, hoping for, like, alts or anything. Like, alt jerseys, like, there's not, that I've seen, I haven't seen a single one in here. Like, it's home and away, right? Like, no different than what's out there right now. Oh, they did it. Did they do it? Where they make the home and the away ones the same? They did for the Cowboys. And that's right, because the Cowboys wear the white jerseys at home too, right? Well, I mean, but Scrubby, like Color Rush, like even in years when they had Color Rush, and they didn't have it this year, but in previous years, McDonald's Wi-Fi. Even in previous years, though, like it wasn't there. It dropped. Like it was part of the promo later on, right? Like they include it in one of the color promos. So I mean, like I said, I think I'm wondering whether or not, people are just reading way too much into this. Like I said, this is early. Why are we looking at the Steelers? I don't think the Steelers have changed their jerseys for like 20 years, 60 years, 100 years. Yeah, no real big changes there. Can I show you? I mean, that's it. Like, there's nothing there. Oh, there was. Okay, so this was cool. Like, nothing else had anything else. But this is something I saw people complaining about a bunch. So, for the Colts, when Manning was drafted, this was a big thing. When Manning was drafted, the Colts team uniform had white shoes, right? Had white shoes. And Manning, who grew up a big John Unitas fan, wanted to wear black shoes to honor him because he always wore black shoes with it, right? So the Colts actually changed the uniform to allow black shoes. But in this build, I noticed the sort of standard default shoes went back to white. Have I tried playing Wi-Fi versus? I mean, not really, but I'm down in an office in a basement. Like, it's not like I've got great cell coverage here anyway. But regardless, this build had the Colts at white, and they hadn't been white really forever on the shoes. But I did notice. Oops, I went the wrong one again. But I did notice here, over on the end, there were some shoe choices. So you can see I've selected the black shoes there. Yeah, we'll get to that, Fibby. So wildcard scheme, like there's no definitive verbiage in there. Like it's all 100% a guess. It's all 100% a guess. Meligator was thinking it's going to be like a custom playbook. I'm thinking maybe it's just the equivalent of like, it counts as all schemes. I don't know. I mean, you can't select it, so you can't like dig through a playbook. But we took Lamar in and out, and he had that, and it didn't change the numbers either. So I mean, either it's not built in or everybody's wrong. Not sure yet. Really not sure yet. So like for the Colts, like you've got the black and whites, you've got the whites in the secondary colors, you've got the black in the primary colors. Got the white in the primary. The blue's obviously the primary. You got the white and the black and the white, the all whites, and then for me, the all blacks that are equipped. So you've got some shoes. What is wild card? Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Rep alert. No one really knows. It's not in the game. I mean, it's in the game, but like you can't select it. It's not changing the numbers. It just showed up. So that wild card, unfortunately, is going to have to be a mystery until, something happens that actually shows us what it is. No overdrive, just playing to have the fresh look. I mean, I'll tell you, Meligator, like when we did some of the reveal streams, like uniforms and like stuff like that. Like, I mean, look at what happened here, right? Like everyone wants to jump into the uniforms. What's the dark toggle button? SP button, that's just like the home/away, right? Like the dark is the home except for the Cowboys, and then the light is the away. So that's all it really is. It's just instead of calling it home and away because like the Cowboys, it's just basically just home and away. So yeah, the shoes options. Come on, Cowboys always ruin it for everything. Where's Crane? What is the wild card scheme? Still, we don't know. Rep alert. Do not know what it does. Like, it's here. It showed up here under schemes. But, like, you hit OK. It doesn't go to it. Like, you can't select it like you can the rest, right? So, it just showed up here. So, we'll pop it in the chat. I mean, what does everybody think it's going to be? The only thing it is the Lamar Jackson. Can I go? Yeah, we can look at sets. There we go. Hey, I tell you what. If an alternate uniform was worth $5 to you, then more power to everybody that gets it. Yeah, folks are showing up. I appreciate it. So, what else did we want to look at? So, briefcases. So, no, briefcases aren't in, but they've got this stuff, right? Briefcases are for your, quote, franchise, and tablets are for basically stats. So, this is what's in here right now. So, you can use these and upgrade with briefcases, right? So it's like coin rewards. Like this is for like basically your live events, right? Live events, so any bonuses, coins, training points, extra XP, anything else. Do people who have the game now get reset August 6th? I don't have any information on that. Like, I'm just playing the game, right? I don't know. Can't answer it. Sorry. Will I be streaming 21 for the rest of the time 20 is out? That's a good question. I mean, I kind of would like to. I don't know if there's enough content to do it. We'll have to kind of see how it goes. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I've kind of shut down 20 at this point, right? Like, I've shut down 20 at this point. This came out. Like, I'm having fun, like, going through doing the stuff. I mean, every year when it drops, right? It's new stuff, new ways to do it. Like, it's a great way to sort of get out of, like, in the year. Sometimes it's just a grind, right? It's just a grind. You've been on it for 11 months, 11 and a half months. And, like, this is something fresh. This is new. So, I mean, right now I'm focusing on 21 for me. Rep, I do not know the answer to your question, which means if you ask it 3 or 4 more times, I'm still not going to know. I'll make you a deal. If I get the answer to that, I will just go ahead and tell you and save you the highlighted message. Is that fair? Is that fair? Can we see the... I will do one more uni. One more uni. So the first team that has not been shown that gets popped into chat, I will show that uni. Ravens. Ravens won. Where did the Chargers? Where's that again? Oh, there you go. There you go. I wonder if it's purple. Who was it that didn't want to be the Vikings? Who was it that didn't want to be the Vikings? Because they wanted purple, but they didn't want to be the Vikings. Maybe Ravens will get you. There you go. There you go. Whoever it was that wanted purple, get the Ravens. The Rams' new stadium. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. We can look and see what's built in here. I mean, that's the new stadium right there, isn't it? Oh, that's the Charge. No, well, fair enough. There you go. I mean, that's the new stadium, right? Because they were playing in what, Coliseum? Am I going to stream MM21 on August 6th? I mean, I don't know. I mean, at that point, I mean, maybe old hat. I mean, maybe we'll have to see if we can grab us an MM22. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, release week schedules might shift a little bit. We'll have to see. It should say Chargers. Okay, I'll get that sent in. Is it a Thursday night? I think it is, SP Bonda. I think it is. So I should be on. So I'm not gonna be on right when it drops. Will I play MM20 again? I don't know, honestly, Josh. Like I'm in both feet. Like 21. Like I'm hitting this thing as hard as I can. Yes, it is here. It is showing us just Washington, and they pulled the logo too. Washington. So there you go, Washington. So, most of you know, maybe most is overstating it. Last year, I took a bunch of time off. I'm hoarding, get that capacity. That's right, get up to about, what, 10,000, 100,000? What is spin the random wheel? So, that's a great question. So, when I've got a wheel, I closed it off. I've got a wheel that had all of the vertical plays for Madden Mobile 20 preloaded into it. And so when you could claim that, and I would spin it and it would randomly spit out a play, and that's what I would have to use. So like if we were doing an arena or stuff like that, it was just a fun way to interact. So that's what it is. You had to take care. I took care of my lawn yesterday, and then I sent the kids out to play in it today, and they all came in with like grass clippings all over them. Do you have to be level 5? This build I did, Wild Bill. This build I did. But I mean, level 5, like, that comes quick. That comes quick, right? Is the stream still good for people? I think the numbers are looking better on my end, but I want to make sure it's not causing problems. Is the stream good? Oh, no, that's no good. Can I show you, like, what kind of league stuff do you want, Pat? Like, most of the stuff I have, like, it honestly, like the layout and the redemptions, it all basically looks the same, right? Like, store, help requests, championships, strategy. We did strategy last stream. Achievements, like lineup for management stuff. Like, it all looks the same. Except for the color. Yikes. I got to get back to that speed blue for the Colts. That just looked off. I get back to that speed blue. Oh, that looks so much better. So much better. Is there anything significantly new in season? So, I don't know, because I don't really do seasons. I have done a season game. I don't know if this is new, but you essentially have to play a 16 season game to unlock the full and short game seasons. So I don't know if this is new because I don't really play seasons. So seasons folks, you're more than welcome to take a look at this. Yeah, short season, still 16 games, 45-second quarters. So that's like 45-second quarters. Like, that's where it's at, right? That's where it's at. So, I want to talk about, for a little bit, about daily goals, because, and you see it lit up here, because they're a little bit different, and again, maybe it changes for next year. But if you scroll through and you can look at the stuff I've done, claim your daily login. So when you just log in, claim the bonus offer, which is the stamina pack. It's got some other stuff in it in the store right now. It's that one. Complete any 3 events on the Madden today. Like, those are all make sense, right? Complete any workshop core or set. So basically just do any set. That's on there. Use a scout to find a player. That is new, right? And complete all of your daily goals, including complete a daily challenge. And here are the daily challenges, right? Events, sacks, receiving touchdowns. Like, completing any of those, you get good extra points. You get some coins tossed your way. You get some more of those. Is it briefcases? Is that what they're called? Clipboards? I forget what they're called. I don't think they're called either of those, honestly. What are they called? Briefcases. So, but when you look at these, like, what don't you see in here? What don't you see in here? You don't see play a seasons game. You don't see claim an overdrive pack, right? Like, for me, like, those two every day just never got done, right? Never got done. So a lot of that stuff isn't there. Yeah, we'll get to sets, Vibby, don't worry. So, let's talk about this use a scout to find a player. So the scout feature is here in Madden today. And essentially it's down here. And I had sent one out earlier, so it took 2 hours. When it came back, I think it cost me like 2,000 coins. You get one player on this one, on the short one, and some training points. So you claim it, and you get the pack, and it's probably just going to be like a silver or something. There you go. But here's why it's important. So you've got 3 different options here, right? The sort of small option is for 2,000 you get one player. For 5,000 you get to pick 1 of 5. And I pulled a gold here out of this 2 of 10 one time, but that costs 10. You also get 5,000 training points. So you click in there, you wait the time frames, either 2, 4, or 8 hours, and it comes in. But let's just look at the baseline one, right? Let's just look at the baseline one. So it costs you 2,000 coins to do the baseline one, right? But to do that, you unlock this use a scout to find a player, which gives you 1,500 of those coins back, right? So you're only out at that point 500 coins because the 1,500 offsets the 2 if you do the baseline one. Plus you get the stamina, plus you get the XP. And so you claim that one. Now you're only down 500 coins, right? But then it also opens up the complete all daily goals because you don't have the flex now in here anymore, right? You don't have the flex now anymore to only do a portion of them to claim it. So that will get you another 100 stamina, 100 gems, and a pro pack. All of that you get for 500 coins. So you can look at the scout thing and say, oh, who needs a silver player, whatever it is. But you can do it, check the boxes, and it will still benefit you to do it just because of what else it opens for you. What improvement would you like to see in Madden Mobile 21? That's a good question. We talked a little bit about sideline awareness. That was always frustrating. I know Nick sort of became a meme with his sweet toe drags, and they really have addressed that. I think there's some, I don't know, maybe some league stuff. I know Nick is sort of cautioned, right when it drops, maybe not be expecting like huge shifts in terms of the way league operates. Maybe just some other quality of life stuff there. I don't know. I mean, it's small tweaks at this point, right? Like you can change some stuff in here, but like you're not going to be like overhauling big stuff, right? Like, I mean, that is what it is. So I mean, just quality of life stuff. Bring back color clash and alternate. See, but I mean, like for me, like Colts fan, season ticket holder, they never had alternate uniforms. They had the color clash, and all they did was put on blue pants. So that's never been a huge selling point. Imagine the Reddit and people pulling their elite pulls from pro packs. I mean, Z, like that's it. Like you get an elite pull right now. Like that's a great pull, right? Like that's a great pull. An elite card, it'll probably stick around forever, at least for a while. Are they going to bring back golden tickets? I mean, I don't know. I'm not a dev. I can't speak to that. I mean, if it's not going to be this year, right? I mean, Nick's already said, like, this is the last promo. Exchange sets to get players from certain teams, but are there any team master, team hero type sets? Are there new skill moves or improve? I think the skill moves are the same. At least that's what's in here. I mean, the skill button's the same, right? Up for truck, back for that little stop move, spin right, spin left, juke right, juke left. So people want to talk about sets a little bit. We can talk a little bit about sets, right? Master Series, Workshop, Core, Collector. So the workshop's kind of cool. So essentially, you can get these to get those emblems. You can do these. Oops, I don't want to do that. You can do these to get the position badges, right? And then with those, oops, let's go back. I believe those can go into here. So you can get players from a specific team, or you can get specific positions, which quite honestly will be huge early on in the year, right? It'll be huge early on in the year. Like so there's 70 plus, early first week, silvers dominate, golds start to slowly come in. But you're going to have positions like let's look at mine. Like my team right now. Like I need a center, something fierce. And I need, what do I need here? Just a defensive back. 70 is my lowest. Look at my special teams. I still have a bronze kick returner. Can I show you every team that got a new uniform? I mean, we already kind of went over uniforms, right? Well, and see, that's it, Greeny. 105s to silver. So, this was the conversation I was having. I want to say in leagues was like it's such a big shift. What happened, Meligator? Thanks for the gifted sub. Like it's such a big shift from a 105 team back down to bronzes and silvers. Like the timing is all off, and everything else. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. Gotta hit gold ASAP. Yeah, I mean it's once the game drops, like it's a push to get gold, right? I mean, there's not really much in the auction house. Like there's no. It's literally it looks exactly the same. Like maybe like aesthetic updates. Like if you're expecting like big wholesale changes, like there's nothing there. Like it's the same. It's the same. Like I'm not sure what else you want. You want. No shakaroni tonight. No shakaroni tonight. But that's all right. You can't have a shakaroni every night. Yeah, so I mean we can look at it, but again, like I don't know if that's the design or if that's just something that hasn't been put in, right? Again, like work in progress, subject to change. Like would caution people about trying to set anything for the real game off of what's here in sort of like the test game, right? Cuz like the game shows up and it gets released and it may be completely different on some of these fronts. So yeah, I mean there's the countdown there. Bid by now. Like it's not, there's no changes. There's no changes there. So I have to admit, chat. Oh, thanks, Cardadio. I have to admit, chat, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed in you, chat. We've got 2 redemptions that are open, and not a single one of you have redeemed them. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed, chap. Does nobody have the channel point redemptions up? Can nobody see the channel point redemptions? There should be 2 of them that are not paused. Can you scroll down to the bottom? They are the same. Well, let's just look and see. Are they the same? Aha. They are the same. Well, I am disappointed in you, Twitch. I am very disappointed in you, Twitch. So we've got 2 redemptions. One is show Meligator's doggo. Who wants to see Meligator's doggo? Meligator sent me his doggo. Meligator does something really cool. So Meligator, and correct me if I'm wrong here, essentially works with dogs that tend to be aggressive to try and reintroduce them into homes, which gives some context as to why he's always asking to see my doggo. So he sent me his doggo, and I asked him if it was okay if I showed his doggo, and he said yes. So let's pull up Meligator's doggo real quick. So this is Meligator's doggo. I want to know, on a scale of 10 to 14, what would you rate that doggo, and how many times would you pet it? Hey, look, I put it in. I'm staring at the redemptions right now. Their showing is up. I don't know why they're paused, honestly. Twitch must be broken. Yep. Run and Rescue specializes in bitey boys. So that is what Meligator does, which is awesome. Good for you, Meligator. So the trade-off for that's Carlton's doggo. He's always asking for it. Now, on a scale of 10 to 14, how many pets would you give that old boy? I'm going to give that old boy 14 out of 14 out of 10, because that old boy is 14 years old. He is 14 years old. He is a good boy. So there you go. There you go, Meligator. There you go. It is. We've had two long-haired dachshund. One was a black and tan. He would have been about 16 right now, if he was still with us. And then that one is just a tan or a red. I'm not sure. Kind of both. Long-haired, though. 18 pets. That's all right, Z. I'm allergic to cats. So it's kind of the same. No, we're not pulling dogs against one another. We're not pulling dogs against one another. All dogs are good doggos. Most dogs are good doggos, at least we should say. So, what else did people want to see? Like, I mean, I'll show like stuff that's in the build, but again, like, stuff may change. Stuff probably will change. Like, I can promise you, I can't tell you what's going to change, but, like, stuff is going to change. And I try and throw that disclaimer out so much because when it does change from now to when the game gets released, like, I don't want people coming back at me and saying, like, hey, you said it was going to be in there. Like, a giant disclaimer for a reason, right? Work in progress, subject to change. Like, it's there for a reason. A doggo cam. Can I explain the MOTD with Donald? Is that in the current game? Because I haven't opened up the current game for 2 or 3 days now, honestly. Any new animation? I mean, yeah, I think so. It's kind of hard to say, though, because it's just one of those things, like, you play, and then you're like, oh, hey, this is new. But you can't really pinpoint why or what. You're just like, oh, this looks a little bit different. Is it in this one? Yeah, I mean, that's Lamar. There's your player guide. You can see how they made all the premium ones the treatment on them all pretty. Poor oh, I know. I mean, like honest question, like, if you're a Jets fan at this point, like, who's your favorite player on your team? Like, Darnold? Ask him about. Look, Look, Meligator, like, I'm not going to Skype Nick on a Sunday and ask him about Jamal. Like, he's a Jets fan. Like, Sundays for Jets fans are already bad enough. I'm not going to pick one that's not as bad just to rub it in, right? Like, I'm going to leave, like Nick is welcome to his time, right? Has Scott the Bot been improved? I don't. Again, like, it's not like you're churning out volume. I can't speak to any auction house like functional changes because I mean there's no volume. You can't. I mean, like, the auction house as it is right now doesn't seem to be functioning in the sense that, like, there's just, I mean, there's just a handful of people in there, so you're not getting all the players coming in and churning. Like, it's you cannot draw any conclusions at all based off of what's in the auction house. Like, that's just a topic that, like all this stuff is subject to change, but I can't even get any information out of the auction house because it's not like it's, it's not working the way it is because there's just no volume there. Isn't there a new trading system? What do you mean? Seasons game? I mean, you really want me to do a seasons game? Like, I've got one started. I think I can probably do one. Oh, I'm losing stamina. Like, you want me to do a seasons game? Oh, the coins. Yeah. So, here with item exchange, like, instead of trading points, it's coins. And again, like, the values may change, right? Your mileage may vary. But there you go. Why isn't that card on my roster? Pretty big jump there from 71 to 75, right? I don't know if it's because of power or if it's because of overall. Yeah, it must just be because of overall. Like, yeah, so you get coins back instead of trading points. Crawdadio is back to no seasons. I knew where he was going to land on this one. But, I mean, again, like, I feel like I have to keep saying it. Like, this build has that for an exchange rate. Like, all it takes is that, and that change rate can go up, can go down. Like when you're looking at, like, numbers and stuff like that, like, don't get down in the weeds because that's the stuff that can change so quickly from build to build, right? Like, that could be just a random number they grabbed and just tossed in there as a placeholder. Like, if you want to try and get, like, useful stuff, like, look at the big stuff, right? Look at the big, like, functional changes, right? Like, that's where the useful information, the stuff that's more likely to survive the beta into the real one, probably is going to come. Not the small stuff like, oh, this overall was this many coins. That's like, that all that stuff can and probably will change. Play some arena. I've tried to spin some arena a couple times. I haven't been able to get it to hit. Like, I haven't gotten arena to hit. There's just not volume of people in the game. So, I mean, unless there's somebody on that's watching this, I don't know if Vol can spin. Oh, we hit somebody. I don't know. This could be bad. I don't even have a strategy set up. I think I just have my base strategy. Let's be interesting. Vibby. Okay, yeah, Vibby, I gotcha. We're good. I can't get everybody at once. Look out for my bronze kick returner. So remember here, and we talked about it last time. Like, here, we talked about how running to the left is dead. Like, here, look at this. Like the defensive line, it's a 4-3, but it's shifted. You've got 3 on the left from the nose over. Like, I'm not too sure that's not going to kill off running the ball to the left. Like, I may just end up running the ball to the right the whole time. Yeah, this is the first arena match I've ever played. See, there it is again. Like, it all just shifts out to the right. Or to the left, I mean. So just run the ball out to the right. There it is again. Which coach do I have in? I think it's the Reed. See, here's a halfback sweep that replaced buck sweep. It's a standard playbook play. But can I run halfback? I mean, I can run the play. The play is still pretty bad. Honestly, it's still pretty bad. Like the offensive line just sort of pinches back in, and it creates this pocket, right, that you can't do anything with. I missed my window there. 3rd and 8. It's a good 3rd and 8 play. All right, probably going to have a blitz. So I think the corner's the right one. Nope. There we go. Let's go ahead and run this. We can run this a little more safely now that punt block's out of the way, right? Ace drag. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, Wi-Fi is good. Yeah, it like halfback draw, like and you know, we talked about this last stream. Like a lot of the other run plays that weren't really as useful, like seem like they're working better. Like that was the observation we made on the last one. And Greeny, you looking at that post route there? Are you trying to find some type of a replacement for a PA zone shot? Because you have the out route there with the tight end. You've got the post route on the right. You don't have the crossing route, unfortunately. But it seems like a lot of the run plays actually function better, right? And that's just a bad pass to Julio. Oh no, he just way overthrew him. Like that's just a bad pass. He had him, he just overthrew him. See, that's why this early in the year, like it completely shifts. You saw me running the first drive a whole bunch. Because like the quarterbacks that you're used to just don't have the same accuracy that you're accustomed to, right? Hey, Music Maniac, thanks for the cheer. Bob, thanks for the cheer. So, I mean, we'll pass the ball again. But, I mean, that's an issue that really is going to take some getting used to, right? You just can't pass the ball nearly as comfortably as you used to be able to. Let's see, what other new plays do we have? Z under. I want to try Z under, especially I'm on the wrong hash mark. So this is the one that had the post route coming out of the backfield. You see the safeties coming in, safeties blitzed. No, so it's a fullback. It's McKinnon. It's the fullback there. But look at that. How is that for a beater on a zero blitz? How is that for an absolute beater for zero blitz? Did we win that one? I don't know. We may not. We may lose that one. That's all right. We'll have to see. Yeah, that's the first arena match I got. Try that same play flipped. You can get back in there. See if anybody else is spinning up. I don't know if anybody else is spinning. That's the first arena match I've ever had in this one. Ever. Got another one. Well, this is all right. I've got arena back again. See the logo is upside down there. The Colts, they have it the exact same way. They have the logo. The logo itself may not be upside down, but it's like it's from where it actually is on the real field. It's completely different. So let's see. We're using new plays, right? We wanted. I tell you what. Was it Meligator? I want to get the ball on the right side, so I've got more room on that that corner route. Got there. Oh no, he ran out of bounds. All right. So it was this one, right? Meligator, Z under. So the safeties are back. You've got the post on the right. You've got the corner on the left. You've got the crossing route underneath. Like I'm so curious about this play. I'm trying to pick up the reads. I don't know if you're going to have that much time in real life. Like once the overalls start getting up. But I mean, that's a play I'm super excited about. Play action pass. PA experts cross. Oh, I'm on the wrong hash mark. So we've got man coverage here. I tell you what, that crossing route for the tight end has been open a lot more with the lower overalls. What are the arena awards? We can look at them, ZD. Let's see. What else? Get back. See if we can hit Seattle again. Oh, no. It doesn't have the arm strength to get there. I'm not used to these golden quarterbacks. Let's run the ball to the right, see if we can at least keep it in. See, there it is, that offset 3-4. And, oh, I missed it. I did a terrible job doing that. Long pass. Where was it? It was the new one. Here. The only thing I don't like about this one is that slant route goes to the halfback, right? So if they can catch the ball, you're all right. But otherwise, in trouble. Will coach playbooks lock? So Lita, again, like that's one of those subjects to change. You don't know what differences are going to be. But mine did when I kicked this one off. There we go, Julio. Mine did on this one when I kicked it off. I'll have to run that to the right. It's just so weird. Is that a bug? So SP Bonda, I don't know if it's a bug or not. Look at that. I don't know if it's a bug or not. But that's the way it showed up in the defensive strategies too. Go bronze kick returner. No. I thought we were going to get something there with the bronze kick returner. Flip run. It doesn't. I spent the first night we did this, I spent it running. Oh, nope, that's a bad read. I spent all night, because I'm just muscle memory, just running it the opposite direction right into it. The defense does not shift at all. See, look, so it shifts inside. So it's a zone here. Single on the outside. It didn't get a catch animation there. Did I just mistime it? There it is. It shifted again. Follow it in for the touchdown. Oh, no. I hit halfback draw. Well, this one's dead. Oh, I hit a wrong button. I'm going to lose on the wrong button. Oh, I may not lose on the wrong button. I need to get defensive strategy set. You out? See ya, D-Man. Thanks for stopping by. Later. Uh-oh. It's good. Well, it's beta for a reason, right? Beta for a reason. You mean precision pass? You mean McDolphin, the total control passing? Oh, I could have gotten that too. Shoot. So, yeah. So, what popped up? All right. So, weekly challenges, or the daily challenges, popped up. How's the Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi's a bit sketch. May have to look into it. That's not great. Wonder if it's that. Wonder if it's the server. Reset the router. I don't think you want to do that. Maybe. It's off of a separate switch. I got a bunch of stamina now. So let's claim all those. And so that then gets us here. Complete a daily challenge, which opens up this. So who wanted to see the pack? Who wanted to see the pack? What are the league rewards? I think they're the same. Duck Master. But again, like, just because they're the same in there now doesn't mean they're going to be the same in there forever. What if when you tied an arena you got a field goal kickoff like 20 yards? Is that like a suggestion, Will? Pack opening. Yes, here we go. This is magic pack opening fingers. All right. Boom. Boom. Ooh. That's new. That's not bad out of a pro pack. That's not bad out of a pro pack. Pulling a gold out of a free pro pack? I will take it. I will take it. I'm kind of curious. I want to spin. Oh, not that. Spin again. Having a rough start to Arena this year. Oh, it's still open. It's still open. We can do this. How did I get my logo? Was talking about how to eat veggie straws one night, and I believe it was a kick chat. And that's how I showed people how to eat the veggie straws with the kick chat. I drew a picture. Oh, no, we might have had that one. Set that out of bounds. All right, let's just run the ball, make sure we get it in. We don't have much time left either. Not much time left. Yeah, you may be right, Greenie. You may be right. Oops, I did that the wrong way. It's all right. Single high. Drive on it. Let's go back to Z under again. Like, I don't know. Part of me feels like I'm going to really like this play this year. Not if I can't throw the ball in time. 2nd and 23. Manageable. Yeah, those were the days. Those were back a while ago. Oh, he had him. Let's see. What's Seattle's a decent one. Got quarters in. Oh, no. Hit that way too early. That's why you don't want to play with them gold quarterbacks. Rush the ball. That's the first thing I'm going to need to get when the real season drops is some type of an elite quarterback, because this gold stuff just ain't flying. You ate all your veggie straws? Yeah, so I mean right now, like all it is showing is coins, but again, like stuff changes. Hall of Fame's here in this build, 925 still. So we'll go back to Arena and spin again. See if anybody's on. Burn stamina, but we got stamina. No, we use it for Madden Mobile. We use it for Madden Mobile. Anybody? Nobody? So, I mean, it was just coins. Oh, we got somebody. So I noticed when I was scrolling through there were a bunch of things pulled up that I think people were just sort of creating usernames based on people in the community. So like we had like some leagues popped up that were familiar. So I'm not too sure. No, throw the ball. We had it. I'm not too sure you can read too much into that as well. Like I probably would just caution people against that. Again, like anyone can come into a beta build and build whatever they want, call it whatever they want, and that's that, right? So would probably caution about reading too much into that as well. Yeah, and Bob, like I don't even know if that's I don't even know if that's the real one. Oh, come on, Eifert. Oh, look at Eifert with the moves. Look how slow he is. Look how just slow he is. I'm not sure how it was selected, SP Banda. I know there are some users in there from the current game, but I don't know. I don't know how they were selected. I don't know any of that stuff. Can I do a stream where you lay out the best ways to spend stamina in the beginning and what to grind? Yeah, and we can talk a little bit about that too. So for me, whenever I get a new game, like for this past year, like the first thing I did was just knock out as much of the gauntlets that you can do, because you can do them. You can keep building extra points. The most important thing early on, I think, is to probably like keep leveling up, because leveling up will give you a bunch more stamina that you can then dump back into the game to continue leveling up. And so it really just becomes this sort of like insatiable cycle early on where you can just sort of keep playing the game without fear of stamina, because as you play the game, you level up. As you level up, you get more stamina. Like it just sort of cycles out. I had somebody on a go route there. Nobody went. We'll just run the ball with Lamar. Fumbled it out of bounds. That's why you always get out of bounds with Lamar. Yeah, and the other thing too, like, oh, that's a bad miss. The other thing too you can do, and this is something that I know a lot of people will do, is you can just play the game, grind the players, and sell them off, right? Like at no other point in the game will your gold players, look at the jump. Gold players have as much value as they will at the beginning of the season. Yeah, these reads are just completely different. Like that was a money read, and that could just be trying to go from 105s down to golds too. We'll have to see. Like the reads on the passing is just completely different for me. Instant replay is still there. I think it works the same. We pulled it up on something else earlier. Let's do one where we're just running the ball. No, stood up at the line. 3rd and 2. Power O is actually functional this year. See, look at that. Like, that's Power O. Like, that was a terrible play. Without a lot of stamina, yeah, so, I mean, it is, but it's not. Like, so you play the game, and you get a bunch of stamina for leveling up. But then as you go through the Master Series, like you get those like prizes, right, where you can select like gems or like what was it this year? It was like gems and stamina, and I forget what else is in there. But it's I mean it's something where you can get a bunch of stamina out of there. So like this year, when I did it, like I would just basically I did the first 2 Master Series events and their first 2 masters in 48 hours combined, because you could play it. And then for me, like I didn't play overdrive, so I didn't need captain's patches. I didn't worry too much about the whistles. So for me, it was just, I'm getting blitzed everywhere. For me, it was just gems and stamina, right? Just grab it and go from there. And so we've got a couple new plays here. Let's use this one. Look at that. Vertical finally gets slant routes. It's awesome. But if you can go through the Master Series and just select out the gyms and the stamina, like you could buzz through them. I mean, it did the same one last year. You could buzz through them a whole bunch. So that's what I would do. There we go. Yeah, if you play Overdrive, you'll get whistles anyway. And you don't even need... I mean, I don't even know if whistles are going to be in the game this year, right? Like, all the coaches are coming out, like, fully leveled up. So, I mean, whistles really don't even matter at all this year. So, I mean, you know, that's up to you. Show them Madden today. So, here's this. Oops, I got a goal. I'm going to take it. Where's it at? So here's the Madden today. Here's what we were talking about with the scouts. You can pick those, send them out. For me, I'm probably only going to do that like once a day. Do the cheap 2,000 coin ones just to get the all the achievements and the bonuses. Yeah, captains don't exist either. So here, oh, I had started this. I hadn't played through any of these yet either. So here's the team history, right? Like, I hadn't done any of those. So this may go just terribly wrong, but I'd unlocked it to do it. Spin again. All right, we'll get there, SBP. Where am I at? See, I wish they showed the down and distance. I don't know how far out I am. Oh, 15. It's a bit much to ask for. Had good blocking, though. I made a bad read. That's my fault. Swipe for intercept. I don't know. Like, that's a seasons thing. That's not... Oh, it hit him in the hands. He just dropped it. Gold players. Tell you what. It's a bit of a dice roll with the gold players. Gotta get this up to elites quick. There we go. There's one. Show Washington. We already showed Washington. I mean, it literally just showed up as Washington, Washington. Like, the logo's gone. The team name's gone. Like, that's quick. What Master Series is looking like. Yeah, we might get over there. So let's see. First one got the Indianapolis emblems, badges, whatever they are. Got the dust. Got the blank shield. And all those go in the... Remember we talked about the core sets earlier? You can build stuff out to get either player-specific or team-specific. So you've got Team History Drive 1, Team History Drive 2. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I would love live head-to-head. But, I mean, I don't see anything at all in this build, so I'm not optimistic. Will the people be reset? Again, like, I've got no idea what happens. Like, I've got nothing I can share on that. So, for me, it's just, I'm playing the game, having fun with it. How did I get, oh, I did it already. Team History Drive 3. Oh, so you can select training points or extra points. Oh, okay. You get 6 more of the emblems there. Oh, Eifert holding the ball. Let's see, what else? Let's run, I think we can run mesh switch here too. 15 yards is far enough out to get the ball up. There we go. What else can we run? I think it's too close for the post corner. Crosser should be okay if it's deep enough. Nope. Oh, get there, Beckham. Is beta test only if... I don't know, Bob. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, wasn't... Like, doesn't Noob... Did I win that one? I did win that one. Like, I know Vol is a big Android guy. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming not, but I don't know, Bob. I don't know. SBP, what did you want? Oh, that counted for the Madden Today wins. That's good to know. What else opened up? Weekly. Oh, look at the coinage. Look at the coinage on the weeklies. Oh, we get a program pack. Come on, center or kick return. Come on, center or kick return. Here we go. Gotta get them pack opening fingers going. I think this one has a guaranteed gold in it, right? Not bad. Oh, 40 power. Really good. Look at that. All middle linebackers. I don't know if that's just coincidence or what. Defense is up to 74 now. Getting there. We're getting there. What is that white dot you're using? Oh, that's a good question. So it's not really a white dot. It's just my finger. I turned on the touchscreen, so whenever I touch it, like right there, like it'll show up where my finger's touching. So that way it's a lot easier for you to see where I'm clicking, how I'm doing it, and things like that. So it's not a white dot, it's just, I can drag it across. It's just the touchscreen on it. Let's see, sets and boosters. Yeah, Noob has an iPhone. Vol has an iPhone. So, I mean, it's open for at least the people that have it. What does Lamar? So, we were talking, we really kicked it off. This showed up here, this wild card scheme, and the answer is nobody really knows. We had a bunch of guesses. Like Meligator was saying, maybe it's a custom playbook. My guess is that it counts toward like your scheme bonus for each one of them. But the answer is nobody really knows, so we're just guessing. Yeah, that's on my phone. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, so that's just on my phone. Like that's not in the actual game itself. That's definitely not going to be in the game. It may be all. See, there's another guess. But I mean, the reality is like you can hit it, but you can't. It doesn't change. You can't select it. You don't get the text box for it. So the short answer is nobody knows. It just showed up. And then Lamar was the one that got it. Like, look at that. Like, that explains it right there, right? Throw accuracy mid 68. Like, going from 99 throw accuracy on everything to 68 is such an adjustment. Is the Julio Evo? No, I don't think so. I haven't looked, to be honest with you. I was wondering what upgrades. Oh, it is. There you go. That Julio is Evo. Those badges. Hey. Who asked about the Julio? Bedrock. Good eyes. Get the diamond on that. Good eyes, Bedrock. I didn't even catch that. I don't think I have enough. I don't have enough stuff to Evo him. Honestly. Like the cleats, maybe. Good eyes, though. Yeah, look at that. Speed goes up a bunch. 83, 80 agility. Oh, look at that. It's not a bad. Master Series auctionable. I don't know. He's on my roster. I'm going to say probably not. Let's see. Team. Yeah, not auctionable. Yeah, and he's I mean, look at that, 6'3", 220. Like that's good. What's in the store? I think I could probably claim some. Yeah, here's the bonus. And this is different in this build than the current ones out there too. Not only do you get the training points in there, but the timer, it's not, it's set at 4 hours, right? So it's a little different than having it reset at a certain time. At what, like 4 and was it what 4 and 10, 4 and 8? I forget what it is now. He was vert. He was vert. So that was the Master Series Julio. That was the Master Series Julio. That was the very first one. I can show league stuff, but there's not there. Where's Vibby? What did Vibby want to see? The Vibby still here? So the leagues, I mean, the league stuff's all the same, right? And again, like, if it's all the same, you don't know if that's the way it's going to be or if that's just what it is. But that's the league stuff. League's got to level up to unlock some of that stuff. You need to get Vol off the schneid. Madden collector sets. Oh, that's right. Crane wanted to see those too. Sets. Madden collector. Playbooks. Ooh, there we go. Is there anything else those playbooks go into? Nope, it's just that. Don't mind if I do. There we go. Is there a front office? There is. You're welcome, Venom. If you're looking for a league, no, I'm good. I'm good on leagues. I'm good on leagues. Hashtag Carlton to 99p. SBP coin packs. Yeah, there's some. Where are they at? Here. You've got these for your positions, for your team, for your scheme. And then you've got your dust and your various emblems there as well. And then players, Maddens, and the Pro Packs. If that helps. Keep scrolling. There's not much. I mean, that's it. That's the scroll. Open a Madden pack. No. I did save. I think I did save another one, though. In my items. Here's another Pro Pack. I saved this just for everybody here. That's not as great as the other one. That's not as great as the other one. Yes. Auction house in this build unlocked it at level 5. So this here is neat. This here is really neat. There are some Master Series stuff. There's some Master Series stuff that they changed this year for a quality of life. So, like last year, Master Series, I started it. Did a bunch, like the first two, who was it? It was like Kamara and who was the other one? It was a receiver, wasn't it? Kamara and Juju? Who was it Juju? Yeah, it was Juju. And I knocked him out real quick, like 48 hours, had 2 of them done. And played the game for a little bit, and then we talked about September, baby came. I took like 2 months off from the game, right? So by the time I came back, like the Master Series players that I would have been earning were worse then, because I came back right at the end of Most Feared. So, like, the players that were in, the program players for Most Feared were better than the Master Series players I could have earned at that point, right? So, it didn't make sense for me to do it, so I just fell way behind Master Series. But this is a really neat thing. This is one of the big changes. I think it's a change. Maybe it's not a change, and I just didn't realize it. But you see those 2 packs there? Those were the the chests during the Master Series. So we talked about how you can just sort of binge on the stuff, right? Get the stamina, get the stamina, get the stamina, keep rolling it forward, level up, get the chests, get more stuff. But when I was doing the Master Series, I could save those chests, which means I didn't have to dump a bunch of stamina back onto my bench to put me over the cap, to then not accumulate more stamina as I continued to play. So you can actually save those, and then when you need stamina, open one up and hope there's some in there. So that way you don't have to worry about, oh, I just, blew through and got a bunch of stamina, but now I'm over my cap and I can't use it. So could you do it this year, Oshu? Maybe I just missed it. Maybe I just missed it. Yeah, maybe I just missed it. I just blew through it. Regardless, I really like that. Here's the other thing that's in this one that I really liked. Solo. This right here. So we talked about, remember how things were like overall gated? This is really neat. So here's a gate here. If your offense gets to 75, you can pass on through it. If your offense is not up to 75, you've got to go through the lock, right? Earn the keys. Hey, what's up, Mr. Monstery? Mr. Monster. YouTube 30. There we go. He's hoarding already. That's true. I don't have a response crane. That's true. That's very true. If we get a GA, can we turn them to Evo players then sell? I honestly, I'm not comfortable enough speaking on like Evo functionality. Like I just discovered that one of my players was an Evo player like 10 minutes ago. So clearly not familiar with the process. So on that may have to be a question. Yeah, like the early, like the Kamara. I kept the Kamara of all on my team for a while last year. And then I think Juju was on there for a little while as well. Then, like I said, by the time I came back, the rest of the players, like they just weren't the spot. But I mean, I don't recall this being in here, right? Like it's gated as basically an overall gate, not to start, and it's not even a hard gate, right? You just have to do some extra stuff if you're not there. So instead of like saying you need to be a 75 overall to play this Master Series, what it's saying is, look, if you're not 75 overall, we're just going to add some more steps for you to complete. Hey, thanks, Val. There you go. There's a good league mate. It does, and especially early on, you want to get ahead of the curve. But here, this one is offense. And I think, yeah, if you look here, defense. So like I'm at 74 and 74, and I'm like clawing my eyes. Like I got to get one more. Like I need that center. Right? If I get the center, like give me just a decent gold. Like 72, I think will put me up to 75. I can skip through that. Because right now I've got, my league is like 4 people. Like I'm not getting a lot of help out of my league on this stuff. What kind of lock? It's the exact same one. It's for defense though, instead of offense. No. So it's split. So this is the one you've got to go through up here if you haven't done it. If you have claimed it though, that's the one you can zip through. So you can zip past this lock up here, whatever the lock ends up being, to get to Ramsey, which I think is really cool. because it looks like that's something that can open up, in theory, the Master Series to more people. Do you know if the max power advantage you can get is still +5? So a couple levels to that. The first question, I don't know. I think so. I'm trying to think who I've played. I mean, like my power right now is like 1,000, right? 1,033. So like, there's not like huge power disparities right now, just because, I think you're like the absolute lowest power you can have is what, like 300. Like if you get unlucky and you have nothing but nothing but 10 power team players. So I don't know at all, and that assumes like the power differences here. Look at that stamina. That assumes the power differences here are going to be the same. When the game drops again, like the small stuff that can easily be tweaked. Like that's the stuff I really would caution people on. Like just like don't read so far into stuff on this. Look at the big changes. Will we be able to buy promo packs for coins like Christmas and stuff? I don't know. I mean, there's no promos in here. So I've got zero idea what the promo plans are going to be. There's nothing in here for me to even look at. And again, all that stuff could change anyway as it is. Just can't answer it. Meligator, you can make it, man. You can make it. What time is it? Yeah, you got 45 minutes left, Meligator. So is there no trading the auction house like was previously? I don't understand, Hammock, your question. I don't understand your question. Cornucopia packs. Those are great. I don't know. Blitz the Elf was always my favorite. Like Blitz the Elf, when he shows up with like those half-off deals, 2/3 off deals. Like, I don't know. And like, I'll be honest, I was pretty upfront with it about last year. Like those like starter packs and all those bundles, like when they'd offer it the big kickoff for new promos. Like I was all about those. But that's just me. Is there a way for me to upgrade that Lamar to a higher power tier than that? So there is, let's see if I can find it. I don't know. So here's this thing, upgrade Lamar Jackson. It looks like it can get up to 40 once you're able to get him up to the elite tiers. Hey, Boomer. It's going all right. Will the game ever have weather or nighttime? I mean, does it have nighttime? It has nighttime, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a dev. Like, that's the aesthetic stuff. Like that's not a huge thing for me. Like, that stuff is way above my head, but it sounds like something that's going to take a lot, and it's not something that I care about. So I'm not too worried about them putting in like weather or stuff like that. Like, especially if it's going to impact like one of the big questions that everyone has been asking is like, put in penalties. Are there penalties? Are there flags? And it boggles my mind that people like fumbles are just like a random dice roll, right? Like, oh, hey, these stats came in, and is it a fumble? Yes or no? And people complain, oh, fumbles, can't control it. And then they come back and they're like, oh, we want to add more random dice rolls into it. Like, penalty flags are great. Like, if you're playing like live head-to-head, where you could really get like, offsides and advantage, or people do it in seasons where they take like the linebacker and they put him up to the line of scrimmage because he can't go offsides, and he's sitting there running, waiting for the ball to get snapped, and the ball gets snapped and he just blows by everybody. Like, if you're doing that, like, that's a good thing for penalties. If you have something where you can like run directly into your opponent like on defense, and they're passing the ball and just blast them out off the route for like a major pass interference. Like that makes sense, but there are really no game modes where penalties make sense, right? So all you're just introducing is just one more level of chaos and one more dice roll into a process with people who already complain about too many dice rolls. Like I am like firm, like anti add penalties in just because it doesn't make sense and it's frustrating to have something else. Is this year going to be good? I think so, Jason. Like I'm excited about it, right? And it's, you look at sort of the evolution of stuff from last season too. Like there was some good stuff on the front end, and then lots more good stuff got added throughout the year, right? Like kickoff is not the end of the game, right? It's not like the game shows up and it's like, well, here you go, enjoy the next 11 months, right? Like open all got added late. The auto button got added later. So yeah, I mean, I am excited to see what the game's going to bring, not just in terms of some of the more immediate changes, but really hoping like long term, like hoping some more cool stuff comes in, because it is a process. It's not just drop the game in August and say, all right, we'll see you next year. It really is constantly evolving. Yeah, the fumbles are and that's just it, Mr. Moronic. And then people want to add like a bunch more dice rolls into it. Yeah, I can, except it's gated. Like the shades are where it's gated, right? Like I could probably toss in. I'm not going to toss that 75 in. I could toss those in as well. But the shades are where it's gated at, so I can't quite get there. Is the second Master Series. How am I playing the game? So that is a fantastic question. So the good folks at EA, including our community manager, Nick, was incredibly gracious in being able to get for 4 of us game changers. So me, Vol for life, I think he's in, Noob and Logix. All 4 of those, and myself, all 4 of us got sort of access to the beta. I think there's a few other people that had access to it as well, just to sort of make sure everything is up and running. And, for those of us that are doing Twitch or YouTube or anything else, see, there's Vol. Hey, Vol, pop your Twitch URL in there. And I can't remember, too. I think I may have it in. There you go. So there's Vol. So if you're on here and you don't follow Vol, and especially if you like playing Overdrive, because there's been one Overdrive stream, and that's because they took Arena away from me. Like, if you're Overdrive, like, Vol is an absolute follow. Take the link, hit the follow button. Like, that is the best Overdrive content that's getting put out right now. Make sure you follow Vol on that. There it is. So that's how we got access. It was absolutely nothing but graciousness from Nick and from EA that opened it up for us. For the linebacker rush glitch, can't say make the rusher just stay until. But I mean that's the way it is. But they still end up getting this ridiculous, jump off the ball, right? Because they're already moving. There's no timing issues. And so it's just one of those things like penalties. Like I said, for me, it's just a dice roll that does not have to be added. Are you streaming tomorrow, Vol? What time, Vol? What time are you doing it? Are you on at noon or 12:30 or all times Eastern, right? Yeah, I'm firmly like there's a lot of stuff the community wants that I can agree with. And I mean, we talk to competitive folks, we talk to people really all over the spectrum, especially as a collective. And penalties are like the one thing that I really just am staunchly opposed. I'm taking a position that's in fairly opposition to what I think the community generally wants. 12:30 this. Oh no. Oh no. Well, certainly. Can we get some straws in the chat for Vol's wife? Yikes. That's brutal. Some get well straws for Vol's wife. There it is. Anyway, matchmaking will be better. Yeah, again, Josh, like, I don't know. You can't really extrapolate any matchmaking stuff. You know, we just got a couple arena matches for the first time. Have I showed boosters? Yeah, I could show. I kind of have showed boosters. That's not it. Team boosts. So you do have the slots, right? Additional slots open up at different levels in this build. Then you can also open up a bunch more, especially with gyms, right? Like, gyms early on are so easy to come by. Just if you do the Master Series and all you take are stamina, gyms, and then if there's anything left over, like the coins, like, you can grind out so many gyms. Like, I'm already at, I think, 2,000 gyms already. Like, you can just keep churning them out. Like, early on, like, I would think that's probably something that you'd want to look at, using those gyms early on there. So she got both sides, radius and the styloid process on the ulna. She got both of them then. Like, that's the whole arm. Yikes. You only need 6 more power and you're there. I mean, so I showed the auction house, but the auction house looks exactly the same. Like, there's nothing. It's, you just don't have the volume. So, I mean, there it is. The only difference is the timers not showing up here. And I don't know if that's, like, just there or if that's going to be part of the new build. Like, it could just be something that just didn't get added. It is what it is. I don't know. I can't speak to it anymore. You think Master Series players are... I mean, the Julio I have is Bedrock. The Julio I have is. So I don't know. Again, you can't extrapolate too much. 1, because it's a beta, work in progress, subject to change. And 2, I only have 1. I don't know what the others might do. Can you get all possible boosts at max power? I don't know. I mean, it's going to depend on... I mean, all possible boosts? You only got 8 slots. So, I mean, unless they add, like, a whole bunch of slots, I'm not sure you can. Yeah, I mean, I think the filters are all the same. Like, all this... And again, like... this could be the way it's going to be next year. This could just be here because it carried in from last year and it's going to be completely changed and it hasn't gotten sent out yet. Or it could be literally anywhere in between. Like, I'm not too sure that's one you can comfortably extrapolate much info from. Let's see, what else? More arena. You could probably spin another arena. What was it? What else came up? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of did. Yeah, I did. All right. All right. We're giving away some quest players. Do y'all want quest? Do you want some quest players? Like, y'all are getting real sneaky about asking about giveaways without asking about giveaways. I appreciate that. I appreciate the tact. All right, keywords quest, Quest, quest. Pop into the chat. We'll give away your choice of the 100 overall masters. Oh, I'll get you, Meligator. Looks like you're going to have to stick around for your keyword, Meligator. All right, let's spin an arena match, right? See if we match. I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, Vol's here. Maybe Vol can spin into us. See if Vol can spin into us. Oh, it's Cots. Really should have set that strategy before I spun. I want to use some of these new slant plays, especially outside of Julio. Oh, just missed him. What's our other new slant play? Here it is, Z under. Had a slant pass in it. Oh, I missed it. Let's just throw the ball downfield. Single coverage. Look at that. OBJ came in strong. When am I on the 20? I don't know if I can get there with PA smash. Yeah, I took it to the corner. I mean, you need to automate that stuff, Meligator. You need to automate that stuff. Just dump it in a bowl and then like set a timer and then have it go. Wide receiver actually, I'm telling you, like, you know, some of the reads earlier had changed and had some bad passes. You know, again, gold quarterback. But the reads were different. So, I mean, I think really in terms of like gameplay, it's going to be something where, let's get out of bounds. He's bronze. He'll probably just fumble it. I think it's something which is going to take some time. You know, get in a league, play some intra-league with some folks. See if you can't really sort of relearn the game because just the looks are different. Defensive alignments are different. Like it's a different game, which is good. It keeps everybody on their toes, right? $47 dogs. Yeah, is everybody enjoying watching Carlton run the ball? Oh no, I thought we had the cutback lane. 3rd and 6. Let's go back to our new slant play. See if we can get anything here. Nope, bad read. 4th and 6. I thought we had... Here was short pass. Use another new one. Curl in. Oh, everybody's stacked. Is that going to mean we got a blitz here? Yep. Oh, yeah, go. There we go. See, slants are so dangerous, right? You get the wrong blitz called against them, and they just go to the house. Like, I'm so happy Vertical has some slant plays. No, come on. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. No. Coffins in the chat. Coffins in the chat. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe we can pull it back. I didn't get a loss screen. Yes. Well, and that's just it. Like that's part of the beta build, though, right? You just don't know what you're going to get. Like, it could be an allocation issue. It just could be something in there. Like, who knows? All right, let's just run the ball. See if we can put up that first Kobe of the year, right? I should have busted that outside. Come on, baby. Yeah, giveaway is live. We're giving away a 100 overall quest player. Everything's running the right. Let's see if we just can't trick the game a little bit. Nope. All right. Keyword is quest. Quest. Yeah, I mean, my kick returner is a 59 overall bronze player. Like, that's not great. Oh, threw it behind him. 4th and 11. Go to Saints flood. I'm telling you, everybody's in. I think that a post route right across the middle is the read. Nope. Nah, it's a bad read. Rest in peace, Kobe. Do we at least get a stop? No. Probably gonna drop another one. What number giveaway is this? 1. We did a reroll on the early bird, and then we just kind of jumped into the game. Like, we've been doing all right, having fun, right? Tight ends, check that. Thank you very much. And look at all those dailies. Like, that's awesome. Those are all completed, but look at all that. Like, no more logging in and at like 10:30 Eastern and like checking the boxes on everything, right? All right. So we got a giveaway. It's live. Keyword is Quest, Quest. I'm not sure how far we are delayed. How's the stream quality? Stream quality holding up? Oh no, somebody did it. Oh, Greeny did. That's right. Greeny did. All right, let's roll this thing. 3, 2, 1. Noah, following since April. Noah, pop into chat. Let the good people know which of those players you're gonna take. Congratulations, Noah. Noah Z101. Straws in the chat for Noah. Just got it in too. Metcalf, good choice. Good choice. Yeah, following since April. Oops, I almost asked for a gridiron player. It's out. Has he been popular? Yeah, Metcalf, I mean, he's big, right? 6'3", 6'4". He's got some mass to him. Him and Colquitt, basically, yeah. Man, people needed punters. People needed punters. Good win. Spin arena again. I've just been struggling. Absolutely struggling. It's tough when you pass the ball and you don't have a quarterback that can pass the ball effectively. Oh, we're running it back. Metcalf or Calvin? It depends. I think it's probably close to the same. Metcalf gets the Madden Futures booster though. I think that gets at max like +3 speed and some other stuff. So I mean, if you have that Futures booster, you might as well get the Metcalf at that point, right? Yeah, it's just running with these gold players is so different. So different. Yeah, see? Anonymous is in line. Still searching for that first Kobe. I don't know. Part of my problem is we get to this point, and then I keep wanting to throw slant passes. Oh, he went outside. I went inside. I like it. Power O has been effective again so far this year. Look at that. PA Power O actually working. How are we on battery? Not great. But we can make this last. Probably. Maybe. There we go. There's one. To put refs back in the game, and can they add penalties for the... Oh, Derek. We had this conversation. But I'm curious. Derek. Put in the chat. Convince me. If I'm someone, let's just say I'm someone that does not want penalties in the game. Convince me why penalties put in the game is a good idea. And what modes would you want to put in? Convince me. No, I mean, look, I've got an open mind, and I will freely admit that maybe my opinions on stuff aren't consistent with everybody's, and maybe the reason for that is that I'm missing something. And if I'm missing something, I would love to know what I'm missing, and we can have a good conversation on it. The only reason for refs is to call the defensive pass interference. Maybe, but I mean, you're still just introducing an RNG into it, right? Like the DPI is an RNG, right? Like it might be frustrating, but that's just like you learn to just sort of accept that's part of the game and wait till the receiver clears. Like, so, I mean, at best, you're canceling out an RNG with an RNG, and I'm not really too sure. Like, so you just end up still with one RNG, right? In the end, it just becomes one single dice roll. I'm not really sure that's... Oh, no. I hit halfback draw again. That's muscle memory. Like, buck sweep used to be in there, and that used to be the halfback base. Just missed it. There it is. Come on, Bronze. Come on, Bronze. No, he fell on his own. He fell on his own. Oh. Halfback draw is just not great. Just not great. All right, so Derek got back. Penalties should be in season mode if you think about it. And plus, when we throw the ball to our receivers, there would be pass interference at times and even offsides because, like, that's too easy for us to make it a little challenge. Oh, gotcha. So we're trying to make it more difficult. So, I mean, the answer to that, though, is just adjusting the difficulty levels, right? Like, it's not just saying, like, hey, I'm going to take 1 out of 20 plays that you do, and through no action of your own, I'm just going to randomly decide that's going to be a bad play, right? Nothing you can control, nothing you can improve upon. Like, hey, you're just going to have a bad play, right? And so, I mean, I don't think the answer to that is to make things more difficult, is just to get the first. No, it's just to randomly say, hey, we're going to make 1 your play as a bad play. Nope. Oh, we got there. I mean, I think if you want to fix something, right, or you want to change something and make it play different, like change how it plays. Don't just toss in another random variable. because people don't like random variables. I don't like random variables. I want stuff I can work on and improve upon, and most importantly, avoid. Right? It's just like saying, you know what, we're going to add more fumbles into the game, and we're just going to say, oh hey, this is a penalty. Here's your fumble. You lost the ball. Hey, we got one. First dub of the year. We would have had the Kobe, too, if we didn't select the wrong play. We'll take it. We'll take it. Life is a random... Yeah, but, I mean, life is a random variable, but it's still something you can work on and control, right? Like, if there's something that you don't like, you can improve upon it. But, like, this isn't that. Like, this is just picking something and say, we're going to just... every 20th play, add 10 yards to your challenge, right? Like that's really just the ultimate dice roll, because it's not impacting real life events. It's just impacting, computer generation on a screen, of which the cause you had no control over too, right? Like, let's look at the defensive pass interference. Okay, it's a defender that you don't control running into a wide receiver or a tight end that you don't control. So not only do you then have the dice roll there, but you've got another dice roll upstream. That's going to happen, right? Like really, anything that's not user controlled is all a dice roll. So why are you adding more things that can go badly that you don't control? Like, to me, that just feels like a terrible user experience. Like, I don't want to make it more real. Like, I mean, like, commentary I'm fine with. But I mean, let's just take it a step farther. So, like, Derek, when you score a touchdown, right? When you score a touchdown in the game, do you kick the extra point, or do you go for the 2-point conversion? What does everybody do? So what happened to... I don't know, Anonymous. Can you rephrase your questions? Like, in the end, you have like a finger football game, right? Like, if you want to try and make something more realistic, like, there's a lot of stuff you can change, right? So I think the conversion rate in the league for extra points, when they moved them back out to the 15, ended up being like 97, 98%. And the reason that was important was because the conversion rate for 2-pointers was at 48 to 49%, which means that your dice roll in real life in the game meant that your average return on going for 2 every time was just slightly under 1, and your average return for kicking it every time was just slightly under 1. So there was no statistic benefit to doing one or the other, right? But what's the 2-point conversion pass rate here? It's ridiculous, right? 75%, 80%. Against pump block with the right call, 100%. Like I can appreciate wanting to shift the game in a more realistic direction, and I think that's a good goal in some regards. But in the others, it's a video game as opposed to real life. Like, there's going to be some areas where it just doesn't work. And I think just randomly inserting a penalty. And again, this is something that my position is completely different than a lot of people in the communities. And I'll go over to Carlton Island and hang out there. Not the first time, not the last time. But I think just randomly penalizing people. Like they could put penalties in the game right now and not throw flags. Just randomly say at the end of a play, hey, I'm going to call a penalty on you. You just go back 10 yards and do it again. Like, they could put that in there. But you don't have any control over it. You have no way to improve it, right? Like, if it's holding, like the old Madden engines, like back like when Vince Young, like in the mid 2000s, like you could always see like a defensive end would just fall down, and the offensive tackle would have held him. You just saw it was coming, and you had no control over it. So you just basically got penalized for doing literally nothing wrong. Like, I think that's a bad experience. But that's me. Pineapple, hey. Carlton Island is lit. We've got shacaronis. We've got pineapple pizzas, right? We've got straws, veggie, and apple. Do you think EA will ever add something in LVL where we can see our league mates drive, like so you can see what's on their screen? So a long time ago, like early, like the first month, I think it was like season 1. Um, there used to have like video recorded, like you could watch the replays, and very quickly that went away with it. I have no idea why. I mean, everybody just picked up the game at that point. I'm thinking it was resource usage. So, I mean, maybe that would be cool, Hajin. I don't know if the resource is there, though. 'Cause, I mean, could you imagine having to, like, store everybody's drive that plays ever? Like, that's got to be pretty resource intense. Yeah, I mean, like right now, Meligator, you're right. Meligator says it's not realistic, never will be. Don't forget, players are people and get mad. And I mean, like there's no like injuries that show up, right? Like, could you imagine, like, okay, we're gonna make it more realistic. So, hey, you just paid, 100 Madden cash for this really super cool 105 player, whatever it is. But oh, we're going to just randomly pull that player out of your lineup. Like, how happy would you be if you just dropped a bunch of real cash or a bunch of real assets that you've grinded for, and now all of a sudden EA says, you know what? We're going to RNG that player a torn ACL. You're going to lose him for the rest of the year. Like there are pitfalls with trying to make a simulation game more realistic. And maybe I'm too far on flags. It could prevent cheat. Yeah, I mean, like it's a great idea, Hajin. Like don't get me wrong. Like I love the idea. I think, just my guess is there may be tech limitations, because I think the question was like, why isn't it there? Could it be there? Like, I think that may be, and again, I'm not a dev, but I think it may be more a tech limitation issue, not that it's a bad idea. Like, I think it's a great idea. Put it in season. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I mean, like, there are options, right? There are options you can do. We'll spin one more arena. Let's see who we can pick up. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing terrible on time. We've got to do another giveaway. Do you want to do a giveaway? If they aren't going to... Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff they could do. Maybe. Right? Like, tech limitations is one thing. Resources are not... Like there's so many ridiculous variables. Who do we get? Extinct Burrito. All right. Let's do a giveaway, right? Keyword. Keyword is doggos, just for Meligator. DOGGOS. I didn't even see this. What's the balance? What's the overall? DOGGOS. Giving away another choice of 100 overall quest players. How slow he is. It's ridiculous. Oh no. He came out of it and I had to let go of the controller. Keyword is doggo. Your choice of quest players. Look at the cutback lane. I don't know if that cutback lane is going to be there once players get faster or not. Record your LVL drives and upload. Yeah, like that's a lot, SPP. That's a lot. Like, and that's like one drive, right? Oh, didn't make it. 3rd and 4. Let's go back to Sting. If we don't make it, we've got more room. There we go. Like, the numbers, like, when you start to scale up, are just astounding, right? Like, the numbers are just astounding. So, do you see that? Linebacker? And someone wanted to see instant replay. Like, look at that linebacker there on the right. Pulled all the way out around. If I had a real fullback, I probably would have taken him out. That's all three of them together, but still, like the number just gets astounding. You can see that defense is starting to cue in on the run at this point, right? All right, third down, 3rd and 8. Yikes. I think it's more important than ever, too, like with these quarterbacks, to try to not throw on the run, right? Like throwing on the run is just asking for trouble because the accuracy just goes terribly wrong. Yeah, but I mean, like EA is not going to just like push people. Look at him just get wrecked. If I'm going to run the ball this much, like I'm going to need to get a real fullback. Like watch McKinnon here off the edge, just get get completely wrecked. Oh, that's terrible. Who is that did that? That's terrible. He just got completely trashed. All right, let's go back to Sluggo. Hopefully it works again. Nope, different look this time. Corner blitz, though. Picked it up. We may have to hurry to get this in time. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh. This is the greatest goal line stand in the history of Madden Mobile. How good do you think, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what comes in that's new. I'm excited to see what might come in later on. And quite honestly, like it's just good sometimes to push refresh, right? They've changed a bunch of stuff, quality of life stuff, like Master Series looks different. Not in the layout, but in terms of some of the stuff you've got to get through. I think they've just done a bunch of good changes, good tweaks to it. I think there's some gameplay changes. There's some new defensive formations that we've seen. There's some new plays. Like I know Vertical lost. Oh, he was moving. Shoot. Vertical lost PA zone shot, but they picked up some good ones. I'm excited to try out. I think it'll be good. Yeah, we're going to have to start passing the ball more because that defense is just queued up on the run. Look at that. Just filled that. All right. Slants. Let's see if we can ISO Julio. So the defense is going to be off on that one. So the linebacker, dimeback's probably going to be in a zone. So we want to hit Williams on the under. I don't think that Julio is going to be open. Nope. Why is Madden Max a filter on the auction house, but 130 power? I don't know. Didn't dev it. What else did we have? We had one here, right? Yeah. So we've got a blitz there. So you're probably going to have one-on-one with Williams. Clear the linebacker. Oh, he dropped it. Hit him right in the hands. He just dropped it. Better get your tries in. All right, let's just pass the ball this time and see where we go, right? Like it was just the passing was completely different. The reads were completely different. Nope. That's what you could have made with the max one. 24 for LVL. Hey, good boy, Crane. Get that Kobe in. – Oh, go Eifert. He's going to get chased down. He's so slow. No, he made it. Surprised. Yeah, so we have a giveaway. It's live. Keyword is doggos, Doggos. Giving away your choice. I may have missed that extra point. Nope, got it. Your choice of the 100 overall Quest players. Pop that into chat. Get this thing rolled here soon. Time is it? It is 10:30. Let's get out of here. Maybe. And there we go. That's the way to end it. But we lost anyway. Good win. Do you think your iPhone 7 is going to be compatible to have players on the sideline? I'm going to be surprised. I mean, I don't know what settings, Derek, you can run on now. I think the players on the sidelines only for Ultra. Only for Ultra settings. So I'm going to say probably not. Hey, Extinct Burrito, good game. Good game, mate. I'm not sure which one it was. I probably lost. Man, I've had such a difficulty adjusting on this, honestly, to the new gameplay. Was this one you? Competitive. Arena, preseason. Man, so many L's. Yep, that was you. GG's. I need to set a strategy. Clearly the default strategy does not work. All right, keyword is doggos with an S. With an S. Doggos. Pop that into chat. Let's go ahead and roll this thing. Let's roll it in 3, 2, 1. Trubisky. Is overdrive still the only mode for friendly matches? In this build, yeah. In this build, yeah. Doesn't he already have a max team? Yeah, he does. I think he does. Be shocked if he didn't. All right. See, Trubisky likes me. All right, he wants to re-roll it. All right, let's roll it again. Impartial. There you go. Straws in the chat for Impartial Noob. Impartial, pop into chat. Tell the folks which one of the Quest players, 100 overalls, that you will be selecting. Who are you taking, Impartial? Yeah, straws in the chat for Trubisky. For the reroll. Kevin Mawai. Good choice. Substitutions in Madden Mobile. Substitutions really only make sense like if you have some type of like stamina issue, right? Like not like stamina being able to play events, but stamina where like, you know, users or players on the field are less effective than at max because they're tired basically, right? So, I mean, without that getting integrated in, like stamina doesn't really make much sense to do, right? So if that was the substitutions, I mean, if that was the question, I hope I answered it. Finally back. Anonymous is back. All right. Anybody else have any questions? For the boosters, reducers, is run block strength and some of the irrelevant stats going to become relevant in 21? Will that affect? I don't know. I do know Windy City, and we talked about this the last stream too. Like anecdotally, like blocking seems to be better. I don't know if that's just because the lower overalls make it better, or if there's been some change. Like I don't know why it felt better, but it did. So if that's the case, and those users or those players actually work better, I would think boosters on that front would help. But again, like we're just sort of like stacking like speculation on top of speculation on top of speculation there, right? Like I'm not sure if anything's actually better in terms of the blocking. So then if nothing's better there, who knows if the boosts help more? Like there's levels to it, and it's just guessing. But I would hope so. Like I said, it felt better. People seem to engage better, and more importantly, they seem to engage the defenders that you would expect them to engage, right? Like they're not running outside and letting a bunch of free runners come up, up the A gap or B gap. So I'm hoping it's better. Fingers crossed. It felt better. Do I think there'll ever be substitutions? I mean, yeah. I mean, Derek, I think we just had that question, right? And without any type of there's really no need for substitutions because players don't really get tired. Like if you don't want them, just put somebody else on your lineup. To let us play as our players like they had it. What do you mean, Derek? Like for seasons? Like you can do that, right? Like, can't you select your own ultimate team under seasons and do that? I'm not sure of the question. You kind of wish you could have linebacker. Yeah, and we talked about that too, Mr. Moronic. Like the ability to flex like the Khalil Macks or Von Millers, because Von Miller, he's a great edge rusher, but he's a linebacker technically because he's in a 3-4. So he gets these cards that if you run a 4-3, he's really just out of position on, right? So a flex from edge rusher, like linebacker or defensive end, more flex options at the fullback spot, more flex options at the slot spot. I think there'd be some cool roster things. I don't know. I just don't know if it's possible. If I could have a few things updated for the league menu, what do you mean? You mean like the league store? Trubisky, or what do you mean? Oh, when you could choose to be the wide receiver and play only as him and call for the ball. I don't know, maybe. That was built in for a completely different engine, right? I don't know if that could carry over. I don't even know if that's a possibility. Maybe. Do people like that? Like the league menu in general? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to answer it, to be honest with you. I wish when you were inviting people, like poor Matt. For those of you who know Matt, it's Matt. His username in the game was Matt. And so whenever people went to invite Matt, they would go in and they would get a whole bunch of level 1 accounts that were all just said Matt. And it was hard. So maybe a sort feature for the league invite. Maybe. I don't know. Customizable league championships to limit plays and tourneys. That'd be cool. So here's the reality though. If that's all intra league, you can manage that stuff internally, right? Go to your league Discord or league Slack or league Telegram or whatever you use, and just sort of set out the rules. Say, hey, here are the rules, and go from there. We do that in our league. We'll run league championships, and we'll have specific sort of rules for people to use in the championship. So you can kind of do that. That would be cool, I guess. We've just always sort of managed that, just directly in league chats. Yeah. League rewards player. Yeah, they had that a few years ago, right? Where you could score a certain number of points and you got a player. Run for a certain number of yards, you get a player. Pass for a certain number of yards, you got a player. Level 15, level 17. I'll be honest, arenas helped because we can unlock a bunch of those achievements. Achievements, or I forget what they're called now. Yeah, achievements or challenges. Challenges is what they're called. Seasons. Got to do 1 seasons there in the challenge. Dailies are done though. Weeklies are done. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. The league you're in right now is trying to set up another league to test LVL. Do you know if it's functional yet? I don't. I don't. Extinct. LVL. I mean, it looks like you could spin. I don't know. I mean, try it. Try it, Extinct. Just split your league in half and spin. See if you spin into anybody. You can't see their coach. You can't see their power, right? Like, that's a big one. You can't see your power like in a match, like when you're scouting people too, right, Trubisky? Like, you can't see their power. Like, that became the end-all be-all for us in terms of determining matchups at the end of the year, right? Like, you want to sort of stagger who you play based on the opponent. You know, either if you're, much higher or much lower. Day's going all right. It's a long day. That's all right. It's a long day, but it's fun. I like hanging out with folks. All right. AP's wrecked us. Like, every time they played us, they've wrecked us. The ladders. Yeah, I mean, Crane knows this. Like, I haven't opened the game for like 3 days. MM20. Yeah, there were, I don't know how. I don't know what the process was, but I mean, there are non-GCs that got beta access to help test, right? I don't know how they were determined. I don't know what the process was. You'll probably just need to ask them. I do know it's out there. I mean, that's been public knowledge now for a little while, Josh. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how they got selected, what the process was. So, yeah, -5 is a big hill to climb. That's right. All right. Anything else anybody needs? All right. Normal stream time, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern here on Twitch. If you need anything, you can always find me on the official Madden Mobile Discord. You can find me in Telegram chats. You can find me where else? Kick. Anywhere else. Retail products are sold. No, that's not right. Thanks everybody for hopping on. It's fun. Hoping to just sort of keep pushing out MM21 content. If there's stuff people want to see, if stuff changes, we'll try and identify it. Again, everything you see here is a work in progress. Everything's subject to change. Who knows what the games are going to look like tomorrow, let alone at launch. So I would caution everybody not to read too much into it. Otherwise, thanks everybody for hopping on. I appreciate it. Hope everybody has a fantastic night. Good rest of your weekend. And we will talk to you on Tuesday. Take care.